The fashion industry and what is considered beautiful has evolved over the years. With people living longer and medicine extending lives, it's no wonder that there are a few silver foxes on this list. These people are anything but ordinary, and we couldn't be happier to see such an eclectic list. Today we are discussing unusual supermodels you have to see. Bernette Mafi. In 2013, Bernette Mafi hit the fashion scene and started shaking up the fashion industry's norms. What makes this brown-haired beauty so different is her crossed eyes. She was able to sign with the same agency that discovered Kate Moss' Storm Models. In her first shoot ever, she impressed photographers and the magazine's editorial team so much that they ended up using her photo for the cover of the magazine. Since her debut and despite her crossed eyes, Mafi has been able to continue her work as a sought-after supermodel. Remco and Ott van der Linden. If you haven't seen this father and son modeling team before, it's for a good reason. Ott, a 70-year-old retiree, wasn't discovered until early 2016. His son Remco has been an established model in Europe for years. While on holiday, Remco had a photo shoot and convinced his dad to snap some photos with him. When Remco loaded the pictures on Facebook, they caught the eye of a German photographer, who immediately booked the father and son models for a campaign. Since then, the pair have been in high demand all over Europe and have an editorial with Holland's version of Esquire magazine due out in late 2016. Madeline Stewart. Madeline Stewart may be one of the most inspirational models on this list. At 18 years old, she doesn't let anything get in the way of her dreams. The Australian-born model has Down syndrome, but that doesn't stop her. She loves the camera, and in early 2016, she starred in a dream wedding photo shoot. She also proved that she could rock the runway when she walked the catwalk at New York Fashion Week. The teenager hopes to inspire people and let them know that being diagnosed with Down syndrome is a blessing, not a hindrance. Winnie Harlow. This model has been making waves in the fashion world after being discovered by Tyra Banks on Instagram. The beautiful 22-year-old Winnie Harlow embraces her vitiligo that she was diagnosed with at age 4. Vitiligo occurs in white patches on the skin when there is a lack of color-producing chemical melanin. Because of her odd appearance, Harlow was teased when she was younger and often contemplated suicide. Looks like she is having the last laugh now because the girl now has A-list friends and an impressive modeling resume. Nella Zisser. Most supermodels like to keep their tiny figures by watching what they eat and getting plenty of exercise. That just isn't the case with model and ex-Miss Earth New Zealand, Nella Zisser. The model-turned-competitive food eater can really put the Big Macs back. The 23-year-old can chow down on 6 burritos in 12 minutes, 22 Big Macs in 1 hour, a full breakfast of 20 eggs, a kilogram of bacon, 6 sausages, 4 muffins, and more in just 42 minutes. She has quite an impressive appetite and likes to show off her skills on her YouTube channel, Nella Eats. Kelly Knox. Kelly Knox was discovered when she decided to enter a televised modeling competition for women with disabilities. Knox went on to win the show, named Britain's Missing Top Model, even with no prior modeling experience. What is so special about Knox is that she was born with only half an arm on her left side. She has been able to be a successful model all over the UK and now spends her spare time motivating other disabled people. She has become an ambassador for Parallel London, which is the world's first disabled-led large-scale participation run. Monica Riley. Monica Riley is an obese fetish model from Fort Worth, Texas. She started making headlines when it came out that she aspired to be the largest woman in the world. Monica spends her days packing on the pounds thanks to her boyfriend Sid, who has devoted his life to making her dream come true. As of now, Monica is 700 pounds and has her eyes set on being 1,000 pounds. Monica actually has over 20,000 fans online that love watching her funnel feed. She says the bigger she gets, the sexier she feels, and her boyfriend Sid couldn't agree more. Kanya Sesser. No legs? No problem, at least not for lingerie model Kanya Sesser. Sesser was born without legs and was abandoned on the steps of a Thai Buddhist temple. Though not being dealt the best hand in life, Sesser wouldn't let anything stop her. She was eventually adopted at age 5 and moved to Oregon. When she was 15, she started modeling, with her first shoot being for Billabong. She didn't quit there. The now 23-year-old has modeled for brands such as Volcom, Rip Curl Girl, and Nike. Refilwe Modisele. In 2013, not only was Refilwe Modisele considered to be an older model, but also she was pushing beauty standards with her albino appearance. With all of her extreme features, white hair, and blue eyes, she is always the center of attention, which is something fashion designers love. The South African-born model always struggled with being albino because she is actually black and is the only white-skinned person in her family. She learned to accept herself and be comfortable in her pale skin and is now crushing it in the modeling world. Carmen Delorfice. One of the oldest working models in the world, Carmen Delorfice turned 85 in the summer of 2016. This stunner has been gracing the pages of Vogue magazine since the ripe age of 14 in 1946. She has been the epitome of glamour for decades and has walked and posed for designers Isaac Mizrahi, Gianfranco Ferre, and Thierry Mugler. Carmen has admitted that her younger competition are just bodies for hire, and she likes to give advice about dieting, sex, and life after the age of 80. Let us know what you thought of these unusual models down in the comments. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up before you go and subscribe to The Riches for more awesome videos daily. Thanks for watching.